Thank you. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
hereby call this meeting of the Monongalia County Commission to order. It is Wednesday, December 18th, 2024, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let the record reflect that all three commissioners are present. First item on the agenda is consent and approval with our county administrator, Renetta McClure. Good morning, Renetta.
Morning. You have two exonerations to approve at $323.31, minutes for December 11th, 2024, and you also have Board of Canvasser minutes from September 25th of 21, May 10th of 22, November 8th of 22, May 14th of 24, and November 5th of 24. Vouchers, General County Fund, $353,370.48, 911, $8,599.67. Chestnut Ridge Park, $2,476.97. Camp Muffley, $5,369.14. Mason-Dixon Park, $1,496.28. Mon County Center, $6,932.98. Transportation levy, $22,627.34. Library levy, $5,553.34. EMS levy, $47,249.92. Opioid settlement funds, $1,740.48. Assessor's valuation, $1,279.46. Star City TIF, $3,767.50. Purchasing card vouchers, General County, $18,768.55. Mason-Dixon Park, $140.44. Assessor valuation, $788.50. For a voucher total of $480,161.05. You have no budget revisions to approve. Position vacancies for boards and authorities are listed on our website, and fiduciary orders for December 18th, 2024.
I have a motion to approve the consent and approval items as presented.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay. Any fiduciary items? Okay. Next item on the agenda is introduction to new employees, personnel changes. Sheriff Perry Palmer.
Morning.
Morning, Sheriff.
Morning. We've got a little echo in the mics, just,
Yeah,
especially Renetta's, I think.
yours is too.
Mine
Thank
too.
you.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get to sing a song yet.
Yeah.
I have with me Andrew Bell, who'll be starting as a full-time court security officer as of January 1st, 2025, with a starting salary of $3,076.38 per month. Since this will be January 1st, this was signed by Sheriff-elect Todd Forbes.
Okay, move to approve the employee as presented.
Second?
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Okay, Jimmy Smith, Director, Mecca 911.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Good morning.
This morning, I'd like to introduce Justin Murray. He'll be starting as telecommunicator on January the 1st at a salary of $3,425.10.
Move to approve the new employee as presented.
Second?
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you. Any other employment?
No, sir.
Okay, the next item on the agenda is comments from the public. We will now open the comments from the public session of the meeting. Anybody wishing to be heard, please raise their hand, come forward.
Good morning, Commissioners. Good
morning.
Mike Oliverio, your local state senator. Let me just say what a pleasure it is to work with you all on a host of issues. Today, I have a check from our local Economic Development Assistance Grant Fund requested by Senator Mike Caputo and myself to support the Westover Post 9916 VFW organization. As you know, they had some facility damage a while back and have made a number of facility improvements and continue to do so and have needed additional dollars to do that. And so we requested funding to help with that program. So we're excited to do that, and today to present a $6,000 check on behalf of the state's taxpayers to Wilbur England, and he's in charge over there in Westover. I know that you all really value the contribution that they make in our community, particularly with the Honor Guard that they do and all the other programs and services. I can tell you just recently, I attended their Westover Winter Fest that, of course, they were involved with, and it was in their facility. And I think their facility offers great potential for programs in the future, and we want to try to make that facility as safe and handicap accessible and available for events going forward. And so today we wanted to present that check and hope that you all would come down and participate in the check presentation. The check's made payable to the county commission, and you all will simply oversee the transfer of the funds and just monitor the billing, whatever has to be done.
Great.
I'm sure Colleen and Renata will play a role in that as well.
We can do it over here, so with that would look better. Yeah. I'll stand on the tip.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
We appreciate you very much.
Thank you for what you've done.
Yeah. Thank you too. All right.
Mike, you can just.
Give it to Colleen.
Colleen's the one. Great.
Is there anybody else who would like to speak? Okay, seeing none, I'll go ahead and close comments from the public session. Next item on the agenda is grants with Colleen Kuhn, our Commission Office Manager.
Morning, Colleen.
Good morning. I have requests for reimbursements today. The first one is the Governor's Highway Safety Grant, Safe Communities in the amount of $541.73. The next one is impaired driving in the amount of $2,489.34. Then I have the Saki grant, Purpose Area 1 in the amount of $25,287.33. And the last one is the Saki grant, Purpose Area 3 in the amount of $14,073.94.
Move to approve the president signing the grant documents as presented.
Second?
Okay, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Thank you.
Aye.
Thank you.
Aye. Okay. Correspondence. Do you have any correspondence, Renata?
The only thing that I have to report is a really nice note from prosecutor. She just wanted to thank the commission for the funds that were made available in our facilities department for finishing out that space that the circuit clerk actually donated to her
Yeah.
to expand their office to accommodate some new employees.
Glad you pointed that out, because it was very nice of the
Yeah,
clerk not to offer that space.
right. That's the only thing that I have, sir.
Okay. Commissioners, any correspondence?
No, sir.
Okay. Next item on the agenda is unfinished business, which we have none. New business. Consideration to approve requisition number 11 for the Mon General Maple Drive Series 2016 C Administrative Expense Fund.
Requisitions for $2,672.50, and those funds will be paid to Steptoe and Johnson for their work on the annual TIF report.
Move to approve requisition number 11 as presented.
Second?
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Okay. Consider for approval the option to renew the contract with West Virginia University That's contract number U18MONCOCOMM for processing and transportation services to the North Central Regional Jail for individuals arrested by the WU Police Department for the period January 1, 2025 to December 31, 2025.
Just a continuation of the transport billing that we do. The Sheriff's Department transports all arrestees to the regional jail on behalf of the different agencies of the county. And we have an ongoing intergovernmental agreement to do a $35 reimbursement per trip. No matter how many people that they have transported, we just charge $35 per trip. And this has been going on for
6 years?
Oh, no, longer than that.
Oh.
It's been going on for quite some time. So WVU is the only agency that requires this annual renewal. I assume that's their legal department's probably put that in motion. But I know there was some discussion during staff reports that there may be an increase in that charge in the future. So we're working with them on that.
Okay.
Okay,
That's
Okay, do I have a motion to approve the contract renewal as presented?
so moved.
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Consideration of proposal by the Monongalia County Sheriff's Department to add 5 additional civilian school safety officers positions with costs associated to be reimbursed in full by Monongalia County Board of Education.
So this is a new arrangement that's been presented to us by the school board and the sheriff's department together to facilitate the school new safety officers working under the sheriff's department being paid for by the Board of Education. But of course, the employees need to come through commission to be appointed to the sheriff's department. So that's basically what the gist of the proposal is, and I'm sure Tom has some
Well,
comments.
second, I'll ask if we open it up to allow
Sheriff-elect,
Sure.
would you like
Sheriff-elect
come up?
just to give a synopsis. And I love the wording you used on the radio. My wife caught that about spending funds, thought that was tremendous.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think that's what it is, and I think that's what we all hope that it is, just a huge waste of money. But we can't be too safe. Actually, just because, Sean, I think you were on the radio maybe Monday, I don't know what day is it, and then I was on yesterday. My desk now has about 7 applications for those positions, so interest has peaked because of the we talked about it. So I think we're going the right direction if we can get this approved. I think it's a really good thing for all of our citizens.
Okay, so what we have in front of us is we don't actually have an agreement to approve. We're just really approving or noting our approval for the Sheriff's Department to move forward. We do have a job description. Todd, you are working on an MOU with the actual Board of Education that would formalize this?
Yes, and we sent yesterday, I think we sent it to Renetta yesterday, you probably have it, what we were working on. That's just a draft. I think that still needs a little bit of work, but under the time constraints that we had, that's what we came with in the short term. But yeah, Adam couldn't be here today, has a bunch of meetings, but we actually have a couple meetings set for later in the week to talk about the MOU and get that in place.
Okay. So really, we're just giving our approval for the Sheriff's Department to proceed forward. And do we have a motion to that effect?
Yeah, I just say, yeah, you move quickly. I saw it, the help wanted at, and but just want to make sure people understand it's by December 20th to get the deadline, and because you're moving forward.
Yeah, that was actually, that wasn't supposed to be in there today. I just, on the way up.
Well,
here,
it's
found
perfect
out that it was
timing.
in
No,
there.
I mean, no.
We prepared something, we were waiting, we were gonna
Yeah,
wait till
no.
after today to move with it. But
No, I think I'm pleased.
Okay.
I'd move we authorize
Yeah.
the sheriff-elect and the sheriff's department to move forward with this procedure and to formulate the MOU that we can entertain at a later date, I guess.
Yeah, second.
Okay. I would suggest that we will have to do a budget revision to the 700 account for this particular, these individuals. But I would recommend that commission would do that budget revision once the MOU is finalized. So if you can get that done now, the MOU is between you and the Board of Education, but I would appreciate your including us just for awareness sakes as of the NOU, and so we have any comments that we may want to have inserted into that document. But once you get to the point where you approve that document, you let us know, and we'll go ahead and do a budget revision to add those labor categories.
All right, thank you.
Obviously, you have existing room through the end of this year, so there's room, but our approval is for really to post the positions and start that process moving forward.
Very good, thank you, guys.
Okay, so we have a first and second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, to consider approving an order amending the boundaries of the city of Morgantown as proposed in petition for annexation without election, a certain parcel of real estate particularly described as Clinton District, map 4, parcels 41.1 and 8.2. It's the will of the commission.
I move to approve the annexation by petition as presented.
Strongly second.
Okay, so we have a second. Any discussion?
This is for the health right property up by Hazel's House of Hope. I believe at one point it was the old WAJR building. It's down in to the left when you go up the road. So this is a natural progression to that campus up there to bring that all under the police protection and the additional protection from the city.
Okay, we have a first and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Is there any other new business?
No, sir.
Okay. All right. Reports from elected officials and/or department supervisors?
Nope.
Okay, seeing none. Reports from county commissioners. Tom?
Yeah, first, with the Granville being here, I want to thank you for keeping us informed. I saw that, they have started the process of putting in those lights in both places. People were complaining, oh, it's only going in one spot, but it is going so. And I thank you, and that really helps a lot of people get that information out. So we really appreciate that. That is very positive news. Second, I do want to thank the Sheriff's Department, the State Police, and the City of Morgantown for de-escalating a situation that happened in, I do want to say thank you because it kept it in that area. Everyone was notified. The school system knew how to deal with it by not dropping students off in that area. So again, I want to say thank you very much. And the third final thing is that on Monday morning, there was a swearing-in ceremony for the elected officials besides myself, the prosecutor, the assessor, the magistrates, and it was in Perry de Christopher's chambers, and it was an exceptionally...
And the sheriff?
And the sheriff, oh my gosh, I'm sorry after all that, yeah. And really appreciate, and it was a large crowd. In fact, it was standing room only, which was really nice to see that everyone was very supportive and working together, and I think we were very fortunate so we can move forward. Yeah.
Okay, great. Just a few things. I'd like to thank the sheriff for his, sheriff-elect, for his initiative on this school officer program. And I mean, there's nothing more important than the safety of our children and of course, the staff and the teachers and the administration in those schools. So I think it's wonderful, and I hope eventually we can get one in every school in the county. I think that the statistics speak for themselves. The value of having a resource officer in the schools is vital to the safety. So thank you for your initiative on that. I know this was I don't want to call it a pet project, but something that you are very much initiated and have gone with. Commissioner Bloom and I attended the United Express Airport kickoff yesterday at the Hartfield Airport. It's pretty neat. There's it's like the old United Express, but it's a bigger plane and it's a jet now. It's not the old twin prop that makes you sick when you get halfway to D.C. So they're offering flights to D.C. and to Chicago, very reasonably priced, and it was a pretty neat event. That coupled with yesterday, I had an MCR board meeting that wrapped up some business for the end of the year. And actually, if anybody's aware, there are bowling teams in our high schools now. Yes. My daughter is on one, and we went to just west of Wheeling last night or yesterday afternoon for a bowling tournament. It was something to see. It was cool. There's a girls team and a boys team for At least I know Morgantown and University. I'm not sure about the other schools. Trinity has both, I believe, as well. So it was pretty fun and interesting. They're a lot better than I am, I can tell you that. So that's all I've got.
Well, thank you. Since our last meeting, last Thursday, I had a Milan Park Foundation Executive Board meeting, and then I attended the Board of Health meeting and then the Development Authority meeting. On Friday, we had staff reports, and I had a broadband call, and then I ended the day with a meeting with a constituent. Saturday, we had our monthly breakfast, and then Sunday through Tuesday, I was away for my WV Corp quarterly board meetings. Today's a regular day. We have one work session, and then this afternoon I have to go to our Mon County Center to participate in Extension Office manager interviews, and then we have our MAP board meeting this afternoon. Tomorrow, I do have a planned meeting with the administrator. Saturday, has some staff reports, and I have 2 broadband tag-ups. Monday's a regular meeting. Remember, our meeting next week is Monday. For the next 2 weeks, it will be Monday. And Tuesday is Christmas Eve, which starts into the Christmas holiday, so things will slow down a little bit. But we have a lot going on in the last 2 meetings of the year, but we'll hopefully close out this year on a really strong finish. But Todd, I do appreciate all your efforts. You had conversations regarding this and then followed it through, so I really appreciate all your efforts in that regard and your efforts with working with the commission and keeping us involved every step of the way, so really appreciate it. And look forward to, the sheriff left, but I've spent 8 years working with the sheriff, and I hope that your tenure is just as successful as the previous. So. Having said that, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
We are adjourned.